Okay, folks, you can see I have my basic walk cycle going. I took some time to myself to finish that because I didn't think you wanted to listen to me ruminate on nothing for the next 15 minutes. So here we are. One thing that you'll want to look at as you go, I did my one step and then my second step so that I could have a seamless loop of the walk cycle. There's a couple things you want to look out for, which we talked about in class, but when in your tweens, sometimes the foot will just automatically drag below the surface of your horizon line, and that's not the end of the world, but it's a good idea to keep it feeling natural, to make sure to track to all those in-between frames and just slightly adjust the position so that it doesn't go below. Now my foot there is a little bit below, and I'm going to actually just raise the whole foot a little bit up so it doesn't go below. And remember that if you hit the period or comma key, it'll progress frame by frame. Wow, look at that, my ankle there goes below. I want to keep that angle of the toe, so I'm going to hold down Option again and get that up there. So now, well, not perfect. So we'll do this. Shift that up. And the toe goes below there. A good thing to do now here for the toe, I can actually just rotate the toe in place. See, it goes under again. And here I might just shift the whole foot up a little bit on the leg. I could just drag it as if I was really dragging my foot. And that'll actually make it appear a little bit better, like it's actually on the surface rather than sort of floating in outer space above the surface. Let's see if that looks any better. It's little details like that that'll give the real feeling of concrete, engagement with the physical world. It's a nice robotic clunkiness to this creature I've constructed. Now, I guess I want to stop this again. Do I want to stop it again? Let's see how fast I can create create a body here. Let's do a simple body. Take your time doing this stuff. It's not a race. Here's my body. Converted that into my body. Maybe I'll do like the head, the neck. Did I miss my neck? Oh, whatever. Let's make a neck. We're going to make a neck. Here's our neck. The only thing named is the neck. I guess that's what's going to happen here. We have that. We have this guy. They're all these like pink creatures. I want the head to be in front of the neck, so I'm going to right-click, arrange, bring to front. Remember that this arranging is pretty important. Okay. Oh, I want the head to be a real shape. I'm going to grow, just for the time being, I'm going to grow him and angle the head a little bit. Oh, maybe I'll angle him. Yeah, whatever. For now, that's a large head. Shrink that head down. I can always nuance the shape later on if I want. I'll show you how to do it later. Actually, I'll show you now. If you want to nuance the shape, but you've already created it into a symbol, you can double click, go into the symbol. As you can see here, we're inside symbol 9, and then do your mishmash with adjusting the shape. Do a little thing there. Okay, I can put in an extra point. Let's see. Get these things going on. Get myself a little nodes here if I wanted to. Just make it look like a profile of a head. Although you don't have to. And then when I go back out again, I'm good to go. I'm still like this. No biggie. So he looks like a robot, but a robot based on a human. Let's actually create another bone structure for this fella. I don't really need the neck, I don't think. So maybe we'll connect him down there. How is he going to move? He's going to move like that. Oh, maybe what I want to do. That's actually a bad idea. You know, be tactical about how you do it. Let's do it this way. Maybe I want him to stay connected with the hips that are pretty much unmoving. So let's do it like that and like that. Did that work? The last bone I had. I don't know if that worked. Uh-oh. Let's remove the armature. Start over again. I think I might have tagged the head with the second bone. Let's see if I can do that. Now, nope. Once again, I tagged. Remember, you can only put one bone per symbol. Okay. Let's do this one more time. I want to touch the neck first, and then the head. Now I'm going to just readjust these guys in relation to one another. There we go. Now, there's my armature. So remember what happens when so first the head goes down. Maybe I'll make this bone, able to Y translate. I might want to take off the old rotation for a minute. Let's just Y translate him. Head's going down. See that? Head goes down. And it goes down when the legs are bent, basically. Then the leg picks up, and it's going up again. Now I can go up in this position. And maybe I can even hold the option and drag him up a little higher. Going up. So he's going up there, but now he's really up there. Let's just make him go all the way up. Boink. No, I don't know if it needs to be that far up, right? It's a little too far up. Boink. Then he's back to the medium. And what I can do here, I can actually just copy the pose. And then when I'm back down to median, I can paste him back. Paste pose there. Going down. So where's my down? My down's right here. Paste the pose. I'm making sure that my layer is deselected, and then I just right-click right on the frame I want. It's not the friendliest interface all the time. Okay, so wait, we go up a little, and then we go down. Is that really? That's there. It doesn't really change. Maybe I need to. Maybe I want to go lower here or something. Anyway, going up. I'll just change it back to this. Copy pose. Go back to going up. Move that up. I'll be here. That was my highest. Copy pose, and then let's convert this to a keyframe. Insert pose, I mean to say. Okay. Okay, anyway, this isn't perfect, but he's doing a little bit of up and down motion. I need to put something else at the end there. It's just at the very end. I'm going back down. Okay. And now I'll add in the arms. Let's draw the arms real quick. Do some rounded rectangles. Make the arms like fun color here. So just make the two arms and some kind of hand to an oval, and then we'll shape that oval real quick. Look at that, automatic hand. Put these together. You move things more precisely by using the arrow keys. As you know, I'm going to have a shoulder joint, an elbow joint, and a wrist joint. It's the only way to do it. It's automatically created another armature for me. My arm. Oh, I think the arms are a little too much. Wouldn't you say? It's a little too long. So let's shrink it down with the free transform tool. Okay. Okay, so now we have the swinging arms. Let's copy the pose and paste frames. Let's see what happens here. Didn't do what I wanted to do, did it? No. Copy pose. Paste pose. What happened? Nothing or something? That's right, I had to do it on the stage. So I copy everything. I'll say copy and then paste. Only copied the one. Ugh. Let's lock everything. Unlock just my layer. Highlight this. Copy, paste. No. Copy, go on here, and paste. Oh, thank God. So what you'll be doing, remember, is just right-clicking on here and saying duplicate layer. That's an easier way to do it. But now I have my two arms. This arm is actually going to be moved back here so that he is hopefully behind the body. I don't really want to skew him. I would like to move him instead. So he's going to be back here. Oh, maybe he should be behind everybody. He's got to be behind the leg and everything. Put him all the way back there. Does that make any sense? Okay. You know, we can even turn these layers to invisible or to just outlines. If you want to see behind the layers that you're working on. Just lock everything down and turn them into outlines. I don't want this to be an outline. No, I do want that to be an outline. I don't want this to be an outline because that's my other arm. So now I can manipulate the two arms, save in the file. Okay, this is going to be really easy. The arms are going to move opposite the legs. So, oops. Got to go back into the standard selection tool. Now I'm going to move this guy. Ooh, ah. Now what you want to do is you want to go back in here and you want to limit the rotation, constrain. We only have 2 bones, we just constrain both of those. I'm going to go back in here just while I'm thinking about it. Constrain. Otherwise I'll start getting some crazy rotations. There we go. Okay, I'm going to start there with him, not too dramatic, and start here with him. There we go. Oh wait, look at this. I want to turn this like this, and this a little bit like that. Turn the arm a little bit, okay. Huh? Oh, I want to make this guy a little further out. Now the arm, that's a pretty big jump, isn't it? And remember which arm is in front. You might want to change the tinting of one of your arms. How about this guy? Come on. I want you to come over here. Oh. We need to actually allow this guy to be a little less constrained. I'll just turn off constraining for now. You might have to do that for this for up here too. Let's turn off constraining for the top shoulder joint so that we can move it where we need to move him. Okay. So now the front arm coming forward. It keeps wanting to turn the hand the wrong direction. This guy's going to go back. Okay. Oh God. Pulling on the leg. Aren't you locked? Some kind of bad actor over there who is not locked when he should be. He is the bad guy. Okay. Okay. Seems to be going. Let's see what's happening. I'm a little confused now. I think I need to go back and change the tinting on this fat guy. Change the brightness. Okay, now I can see it. Oh, that's right, because the whole thing flips. Okay. Okay. We have a little bit of forward motion, and now he's coming back. Accidentally double clicked on that, so I went into the symbol. Okay, I have to remember that my arms are reversed here because I only had half the walk cycle. Okay, I guess that's it. Does that look believable? I'll have to go back in. It's tough to work when you're working on these invisible layers and stuff like that. So we basically have all of our guys, all of our ducks in a row, whatever they say. I'm going to save. When you click on the top icon, you can get everything to be affected by that change one way or the other. So let's test the movie. Okay, so I basically have my walk cycle here. Not great. Some problems with the proportions. So to finish up, you want this whole figure. Now feel free at any point, if you want, to go back into any of your forms. You should be able to double click if everything's not locked. Click on one of these guys. Let's say you want to click on your pant leg. Oops, I didn't get the one I wanted. I want sort of a shin. Don't click on the bone because it's going to just think you're clicking on the bone. And then when you are in the symbol, you can make your adjustments. You can actually now go in and really kind of refine your designs. Oh, and watch out! I actually duplicated the leg, as you probably did. Okay. Hold up. I think it's Option to change the type of point that you have when you're in the what is it called? The Direct Selection tool? No, it's not. It's Photoshop. It's called the Sub-Selection tool. I'll never remember that. This used to be a Macromedia program. Oh, what's this doing? So some of the lingo is different than Adobe products typically are. So anyway, I've kind of changed this to be a little bit more like a pant leg. I could even add, as you remember, animation into that symbol on the inside. So you could do like the pant leg fluttering, things like that. You don't have to adapt your shapes for this homework assignment if you don't want in that way. But I am going to ask you to do one more thing. This is what you've all been waiting for, perhaps. And that is to create yourself a background. At some point, you're going to want to, when you're satisfied with your walk cycle, just get rid of your little layer there. You can resize. You can select everything, resize everybody. Maybe I'll keep my line locked, but I can now resize. I can move everybody, and everything should still work. Oh, maybe it won't. Okay, I'm going to undo that. Maybe we do not want to do that for this exercise. Leave your body in place. There's a way to do it, but don't worry about it for today. We can talk over that in class. Leave your body where it is, but you just go take a walk down the road. And we want a background behind him. And just make a drawing of whatever you want. I'm going to really quickly, hopefully, put some trees in here. Turn on this pressure sensitivity if you're using a Wacom pen. You can really have some nice lines. Fill some things in. Put in a rectangle. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. So fill that in. That's kind of a tree. I can Command D, dupe that. You can put in some nice rolling hills, whatever you want to do. And you're actually going to want to draw, beyond the edges of the thing, which you can change at any point, because we're actually going to scroll this backdrop around. I'm going to actually create I'm going to do something crazy. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. If you select everything and then change the fill, it's going to obviously modify all that stuff. I'm going to create another layer, put it behind. You can also define the background color in the properties palette if you want. Let's just do that. That's an easier way to do things. Here, whoops, where have my properties gone? Ugh. These tabs are killing me. So if you're in the selection tool, nothing is selected. If you just click off onto nothing, you'll get sort of the basic properties of your composition. And stage has a background color. Let's give it a nice sky blue color, and then we won't have to worry about the background. We can do some clouds passing as well. But once you have, there we go, let's get our timeline back. Once you have your background in here, you can just, assuming everything's on the same layer, just click on your layer, right click on it, create a motion tween. It's going to say convert to shape, and we'll just say yeah, everything's going to be converted to the same shape, but I'm not so worried about that because we want everything to move together. Now you can do multiple layers. There you go. See? Now it's scrolling by as if he's walking, but if you want it to look, we don't want the background to necessarily disappear. Let's see. Can we dupe this? No, we can't. But if we want to add to the background, let's just double click into the layer. We can copy and paste everything that's selected and just create like a big graphic that we can then scroll past our walker. And by the end, I mean, he's going to be walking fast. Check this out. So basically what I've done is I've just drawn simply on a layer behind the walking figure. I converted it into a motion tween. That's the easy stuff, but then that's a little too fast, I'd say. Let's just have it move much less. Just have it move to that. So it's going to look like this in 2 seconds. No, in 1 second. 2 steps a second. I don't know if we even want to do that much, do we? This is a walking pace, not a robot speed walking pace. Okay. You just want to make the background scroll, and really, whatever pace the stuff scrolls by will be believable. Oh. That looks above the ground plane. Let's actually do this, and I don't want to make the thing grow. I'm going to click back in here and just make the whole thing. By clicking on the frame, it selected everything on that layer in that frame. Made the whole thing grow, and this will affect it universally. I don't really like the beginning position. I want it to be a kind of flat movement. We can leave the walking plane line, our guideline there in, or just take it out. I'll take it out. Oops, took out the wrong layer. Let's take out this layer. See what it looks like. Do-de-do. And eventually, okay, there we go. There's our walk cycle. Voila.